Alrighty, everyone. So now on to section 5.7. On your notes, you'll see that I talked about the definitions and steps, but so I can easily refer to them, I put them on the side. So now let's start with the example. The example is suppose that y varies directly with x and y equals 3 when x is equal to 15. For A, we want to write a direct variation equation that relates x and y, and then B, we want to find when y is equal to 10. So the very first thing when we want to find a variation model is we want to write a general variation model. So we want to either do the A, B, or C that relates the variables given in the problem. And let K represent the constant of variation. You do not need to refer K. Like you don't have to define K to be the constant of variation. So the first step, we want to find the general variation model. How do we do that? We have to look at this. It says y varies directly with x. And so I'm going to look over here. Since it's directly, what does that mean? That means y is equal to kx. And this is step 1. Right. By the way, I got bored with black, so we're going to do this example in purple. Okay. So now, what is step 2? Step 2, we want to solve for k. We want to know what this constant of variation is. So how do we solve for k? We're going to use what is given. We know that y is equal to 3 when x is equal to 15. So we're going to plug them in. So where there's y, I'm going to plug in 3. And where there's an x, I'm going to put 15. Right? So now what do? We're just going to solve for k. How do we do that? We're going to divide both sides by 15. This gives us 3 over 15. However, we can reduce it. So if we divide top and bottom by 3, what does that give us? This gives us k is equal to 1 over 5. So the very last step, we want to substitute the value of k into the original variation model from step 1. So step 3, we're just going to substitute k back into here. So y is equal to 1/5 x. And this is the direct variation equation that relates x and y. So this is the end of part A. So what is part B? Part B, we want to find y when x is 10. How do we do that? We're going to take this variation model, which is y is equal to 1/5 x, and we're going to plug in 10 for x. So y is equal to 1/5 times 10. So technically, I don't need to choose that. And just put equals. So 1/5 times 10. So 1 times 10 is 10, 5 times 1 is 5, 10 over 5, this is 2. Okay. So when x is 10, y is 2. And this is the answer to letter B.